Hey, welcome to this week on Golf and Around. You know, Abraham Lincoln is about 70 miles from me right now at the Lincoln Memorial in downtown Washington, D.C. I'm here in beautiful Stafford, Virginia. Stafford, Virginia. Well, George Washington, when he was a wee little lad, was running around Stafford, Virginia. Virginia hillsides, Virginia countryside, southern charm. Well, that all awaits you here in Stafford, Virginia, alongside the beautiful Gauntlet Golf Course. So let's tee it up this week on Golfing Around from Stafford, Virginia at the Gauntlet Golf Course. All right, it's time to tee it up on Golfing Around from the Gauntlet Golf Course. Golf course or golf club?
Gauntlet Golf Club.
I like that golf club. It has a more welcoming feeling until you get out there on number 4 and number 5 and 6 and 7 and the whole thing. Why is it called the Gauntlet?
Well, it's called the Gauntlet because, I mean, it really is a gauntlet. You never know what you're going to get out here. I mean, you got some blind tee shots, you got some hard greens, some hard approach shots, and if you know anything like I do about the Marine Corps, you know what the Gauntlet is. Yeah,
no doubt about it. Reason Marco brings up the Marine Corps, you know, we're about 70 miles from Washington, D.C., and of course Quantico. Quantico is where you jarheads hang out a little bit, but we are in beautiful Stafford, Virginia. George Washington was knee-high running around here. Do you think he might have walked the Gauntlet at some point?
Probably, before it was a gauntlet and there was more trees.
Yeah, picking apples and whatnot. This beautiful topography here, up and down and over, and of course the water in play. Fabulous golf course. Tell us more about it.
So Gauntlet Golf Club, it was made in 1995 by PB Dye. So if you know anything about PB Dye, he already makes some tough golf courses, but he also makes them fun. We actually just had our 30th year anniversary back in July 17th of this year. So it's been around for a while, and it's definitely been made a little bit more playable, especially by our maintenance crew and the staff here, for sure. We took out so many trees in some of the spots that used to be a little bit more difficult, so we've made it a lot more playable, but also, just because it's playable doesn't mean it's easy.
Oh, by no means. Uphill shots, downhill shots. I love some of the green complexes. Take number 17, for example, which we'll get to later. I mean, that is, what do you think that elevation change from green to fairway is?
Green to fairway, probably about
150, 160?
I would say about 100 feet.
Yeah, it's a dramatic change, let alone some of the tee shots here on the Gauntlet. Also 100-foot drop into the fairways. And they're not wide fairways at some points. I mean, right out of the gate on number 10, you're down a chute like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a number-based game out here. If you know your numbers, you'll shoot well, but if you come out here trying to hit driver on every hole, you're going to put yourself in some dangerous positions.
Yeah, if you're going to spray it around for the day, you might want to give your tee time to somebody else that's going to play some great golf. Truly a test of golf here at the Gauntlet in Stafford, Virginia. So Marco and I are going to go out on the course right now and hopefully not lose too many golf balls. And that's an order, Marine.
Good to go.
number 11 here at the Gauntlet. I love that. Why didn't they call it the wooded golf course?
You know, Randy, it's called Gauntlet for a reason.
Yeah.
So
I'm noticing that, man. But look, if you don't know what gauntlet means, like in the Marine Corps, you got to run a gauntlet of guys just hitting you with punji sticks, right? Or maybe a gauntlet of bad girlfriends in a row.
sounds more my speed.
Yeah, right. A gauntlet is a test, and that's what you've got here at the Gauntlet. It is truly a test. It's these Virginia hills, right, that have provided this tapestry.
And it's also due to PB Dye. I mean, he makes a beautiful golf course. Beautiful golf course. It's been here since, was it 1995? This year was his 30th year anniversary, so I mean.
He uses every piece of land to its utmost. All right, hole number 11 here. Tell us what it is, to par, how you're gonna play it. You're the pro, you know what's going on.
So hole number 11, really when you're playing from the back, it's about 443 to the pin. It's a dog leg right. You only can hit it about 230 off of the tee, or you risk going into the tree line, which you can see all the way down at the end. And then it just, from there, you're gonna wanna hit about anywhere between 200 or 150, depending how well you can catch your tee shot.
What's our green complex look like down there?
So the green, it's a backward, so it slopes from front to back, coming towards the front. It's more so just starts, everything goes towards, not really the water, but everything goes to hole number 12. So it's just slightly to the left, but it slopes down towards the front of the green from the back to the front.
Sounds like a gauntlet to me.
Yeah, it is.
All right, pro, tee it up.
Yes, sir. So that shot was a little bit right of the fairway. It opens up a little bit. You can't really tell because of the trees, but it kind of shortens the hole and gives you a better look from either the right side of the rough or right side of the fairway. But it shortens the hole up a little bit, so ideally you want to stay on that right side. But when you're looking at risk versus reward, the right side might not be the best if you can't keep and control your ball. All right, so with this shot, the approach shot for this is a little bit more difficult than most holes, especially when you're looking at it with the pin being in the back. When the pin's in the back, it's really easy to overshoot, but you got to be careful because on the back side of the green, it's just all tree line. So it's better to be short here than it is long. So that one I was aiming for the right side of the green, and it looks like I hit the right side of the green, but it kind of took a bad kick down to the right side into our right side bunker, or right side green side bunker, as you will. So as you can see, my ball did end up in the sand. I ended up taking that hill right here, bouncing right instead of keeping it on. Still kept the ball short, which is all right, but from here, I'm gonna take a 60 degree, see what we can do. All right, as you can see here too, we do have a lake that runs along the golf course. On the front 9, starting from hole number 2, wrapping to hole number 5, is how the lake's located on the left-hand side of each one of those holes. And when you get on the back 9, you're looking at the back of number 11 all the way to hole 13. So, as you can see, we didn't have the best approach or the best sand shot, but when we have our handy dandy putter, we can make a putt.
I'm throwing that ball in the water. Nice! See, that's how you're supposed to putt. You got to give me a lesson later. Love it. Nice roll.
Welcome to hole 13 here at Gauntlet. We got about a 563 yard par 5. Ideally here, as you can see if you're looking down, you can see that there's bunkers. They have some not so fun bushes in them. You carry the ball about 290 to get over it. If you can't hit it that far, you pretty much want to hit it about 250. Stay short of it. That way you don't have to flirt with those reeds.
Excuse me while I interrupt you during my golf show. 290 to carry it? Are you nuts? Who are you, John Daly?
No, not quite. I'm not going over it, but...
No. You know, I love when there's fescues in the traps. I mean, sometimes the ball will catch it and roll in there. What's the USGA rule on that? Do you play it out of that fescue? Do you get a drop pro? I mean, I don't know what I do.
I mean, you have to play it as it lies.
Wow. Now do you charge me for the fescue plant I destroy while I'm hacking away? That's the thing. You know, I love this golf course. There's so much detail in it. The fescue adds. The sand traps around the course are incredible as well. So you go ahead and hit that 290 shot. Looking forward to it.
I'll do my best, man.
You're going to stay to the left of those fescues,
absolutely.
Aren't you? All right. Chicken.
So I did catch that pretty well, but I don't think it caught it well enough. I didn't keep it left of the fescue like I wanted to. Probably about 10 yards to the right in line with it. Hopefully I didn't roll in, but let's go find out what happened. All right, so from here, if I end up going out to the left, I'm gonna leave myself with too long of a shot and not really give myself a chance. But what I'm gonna do here is I have a little bit of a gap on the right side of this bush, so I'm gonna try to bring it up around on the right and bring it back left. See what happens. I got 143 to the pin, so that sand shot ended up being pretty productive there. I didn't catch it too terrible, but I was able to take it up on the right side and bring it back left. Almost stayed in the rough, but I was able to keep it in the fairway. All right, well, looks like I hit a decent shot there. Probably going to be looking at about 5 to 10 feet from the pin. It's kind of a bit of an illusion when it's up front like that, because that back slope that comes down towards the front of the green kind of gives you that illusion that maybe you hit it a little bit closer than what you did, but sometimes you get up there and you realize you're 25 feet from the pin and then you get a little bit upset, but felt pretty good, so we'll see. As you can see, even if you're in the bunker here, you can still make birdie or good up and down from wherever you're at.
'26, Marco, as you know, is the 5th annual Team USA versus Team Scotland Amateur Golf Championships, Team USA National Championships. That's a lot to get out. The bottom line is, golfers from all over the country, America, are going to come here to Stafford, Virginia. You'll play the wonderful Augustine golf course. Then, of course, the Gauntlet awaits them for their chance to win a trip to St. Andrews, Scotland. You'd love to go to St. Andrews, wouldn't you?
I'd love to go to St. Andrews.
You're not eligible to play in my tournament because you have PGA Pro after that. What hole are we on here? What is this?
This is hole 16. This is after that long par 3 that we just played. And hole number 16 is right before one of my favorite holes, 17, which kind of why the Gauntlet's the Gauntlet.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, the fescue, behind us around this trap on your golf course really is reminiscent of Scotland. It's a tremendous experience. Everybody that's won the trip so far wants to go back again, Marco. And when you're standing on that bridge in front of the R&A clubhouse, the Swilcan Bridge, I'm telling you, your knees shake. So for your chance to win a trip to St. Andrews, Scotland, log on to usascotlandgolf.com, usascotlandgolf.com. I said usascotlandgolf.com. You can register to play. If you win your bracket, you'll be going to St. Andrews, Scotland. So of this bunker behind us, which is reminiscent of St. Andrews, what are you going to hit, a 58 or a 60?
Well, I got a 60. Bent to a 58, so we'll see what happens.
Well, you shouldn't have hit the tree with it. Get out of that trap.
Yeah.
I love par threes because I stink at golf. That does not mean, Marco, I do not love golf, but par threes I can play. Now we're back here. What is in your hand for a par three?
For number 15, I got a 3-wood today. It's about 257 yards to the
Now,
pin.
is that a par three? I ask you at home, is 257 yards a par three?
I've seen some pretty long par 3s, but I think 280 is probably the farthest I've seen.
It's because you have that PGA after your name. I got HACKER, hacker, after mine. You know, we got to go to Carnoustie a couple of years ago on one of our Team USA golf trips, and there's a famous hole there. I forget the number at Carnoustie, but Mr. Nicholas did not believe it was a par three. This was back in the 60s, and they had to stop play to measure the darn thing because it was just so long for the 1960s. In the 60s and 40s, they would have never been playing, what did you say, 1,000 yards to get there. All right, so you're going to use the 3-wood to get up there. You're trying to get a hole in one.
I'd like to see one be my first.
You're a little nutty that way.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Go for it, baby. All right.
So it looks like I caught the right side of the green. It started out a little bit right of the hole, but didn't look too great off the tee. Unfortunately, I might have kicked it just a little bit to the right. We'll see what happened.
Told you not to use the 3-wood.
I should have took driver. Well, didn't end up with the best result, but with the way I've been putting, we'll probably go up there and try to one-putt it today.
Oh, now he's getting cocky. Pride before a fall, young man.
Well, I jinxed myself, but that's okay. Long par 3. Can't do what Tiger tells you not to do. Can't make bogeys on par 3s. But we're going to be moving on to hole number 17, and you're going to see why Gauntlet's called the Gauntlet.
number 17 here at the Gauntlet is an absolute test. How many bunkers are around that green complex? 1, 2, 7. We're going to find out.
You're going to see.
This is an incredible hole. And again, for our Team USA players that will come to Stafford, Virginia next July, you'll be participating to win a trip to St. Andrews, Scotland. You know, we want you to have a test of golf, right, Marco? We're just not handing out free trips like they're licorice hanging off trees to go to St. Andrews. This hole is a gauntlet within itself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got about 250 to the center where you want to pretty much lay up at, and then you got a straight uphill shot that you think you got enough club, and then you zip it back down to the bottom.
It is truly a test of golf, number 17. Then 18 is no peach either, waiting to take you back to the clubhouse.
No, it's not.
All right, I'm glad you're swinging and not me. Go get it.
Fair enough. All right, so I hit that about 235, caught it pretty well. Probably got about 130 into the pin. Like I said before, you gotta be very careful, make sure you have enough club, because if you don't, you'll zip it back down to the bottom, and it is not a fun putt up that hill. All right, so we got 124 to the pin. That's without slope. With slope, I'm roughly around where I thought I'd be, which is about 135. I got a pitching wedge just to see if I can get myself enough height so it lands pretty soft, and that pin is all the way in the back. And you can see, if you're looking behind me, how big that hill is if I zip it back down. Well, caught a little thin, should have enough height. It's going to be right on the back of the green. Almost made birdie, but that's okay. We still got a nice little tap in for par, but like I said, I kept it on that top tier. Didn't have to putt from the bottom.
Hole number 18 here at the Gauntlet. Well, it's a great test to finish, well, a round of golf that probably has you using every club in your bag.
Oh, absolutely. This course is definitely a number-orientated game, so
You know,
it gets rough out here sometimes.
if you're coming from Arizona or Florida and you're used to playing on really flat surfaces and you think you're a 2 handicap, the Gauntlet's going to expose your weaknesses and you're going to find out you're a 13. Really, the undulations, the carries of these beautiful Virginia hills makes you golf, makes you test your own abilities. You had some trouble earlier today too with the wedges trying to figure out, and you're here all the time.
Yeah, sometimes these, like, you don't really get a flat lie everywhere you're at. So the ball's either above your feet, below your feet, you're hitting downhill, uphill. It's just real complicated sometimes. And when you get to a course, when you get good at this course and you go to a flat course, it's a game changer.
Scoring. Well, talking about complicated, the beautiful green complex awaits you here at number 18 at the Gauntlet. Describe this hole to the folks.
So this hole, it's a dogleg right. You have a lot of junk on the right side of the cart path here. So if you want to carry it, you can, but again, you got to carry it 290 plus to get over it. And I'm not doing that right now, but who knows, I might get lucky. But you generally want to keep it about, if you can get it about 260, 270, you'll have a nice shot into the green, especially you'll get to a flat portion of the center of the fairway, which the whole fairway slopes down to the right. So you got a downhill shot almost the entire time, unless you get on a little landing pad that's only about 10 yards all the way around.
Oh, and we want to mention those two sand traps to the left of the green. So really, stay out of those is my only, if I was your caddy, stay out of the traps.
Well, I'll do my best, Randy.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good ball.
So it was a pretty good shot. I took the entire right side out of play. Don't have to worry about the junk down there at the bottom and risk having to take a lost ball. So I tried to keep it up on the left side, started it right, drew it back to the left, and we should have a pretty good shot into that pin.
Wow. Oh, stick. Oh, look at it. It's still moving.
Oh no.
It's still moving. That was a beautiful shot.
Yeah, it was.
It's still moving.
So ended up having 137 to the pin from here. Took a pitching wedge, tried to keep it up on that top shelf. Didn't quite keep it there. Hit it right on the edge, spun it back, and got a pretty long putt.
How far was that shot?
137.
That's just ignorant that you're hitting a pitching wedge. See, guys like us watching at home and me, 5-iron. What a great hole. Let's go knock it in here at the Gauntlet. Nice shot, man. But it just caught that hill and said, nah, I don't think so.
Mark, all you had to do was left to right to right to left, back towards the ocean, and that ball would have gone like this. See how easy that is? Why didn't you do that?
Too much gas. Too much gas, Randy.
Well played. Always a pleasure to watch a master swing a golf club.
Stafford, Virginia, home of the Gauntlet Golf Course. Have you ever heard of it? The Gauntlet Golf Course.
Well, you're gonna hear about it soon.
Yeah, right. This is purely a test of golf. It's worth your time to come to the Gauntlet, whether you're coming from North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, whether you're in the DC area. If you're a golfer, I mean, what could you not love about this golf course?
There's nothing not to love.
Yeah. Now you may shoot 131 and be angry at yourself.
Don't hate the game, hate the player.
Oh, I like that. Or come see Marco for a lesson.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, you could do that. Hey, don't forget about the great simulator league they have here at the Gauntlet during the winter time. What's going on with the sims?
Oh, so in the wintertime when it's a little bit tougher to get out because the weather, we do run simulator leagues inside, so it's a week to week. You have a different course, a different 9 holes. You can bring a different partner, but it's a 2-player scramble. And then we also do another one on Tuesday nights for our veterans and first responders.
I bet there's some beer drinking that goes along with this simulator league. I'm just saying. Maybe. Could be.
Well, it's a good thing the simulator league's free.
Oh, it's free?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. All right, the Gauntlet Golf Course, Stafford, Virginia. It is going to host the 2026 Team USA National Championships, where you amateur golfers can compete to win a trip to St. Andrews, Scotland. All right, until next time, we'll see you somewhere golfing around. Look, a turtle.